if they want to start on their own and become entrepreneurs, or a startup into this kind of field, so how do they go with the journey? Do they get work? Because I may be good in photography, for many years, and I feel I am good in photography, and I think I'm a good blogger. So in this entire industry, how do this kind of young entrepreneurs move?
See, I would just say that there are two sides to this, Samir. See, entrepreneurship is the world has made it look very the world has made it look very exciting, very very sexy, if I may use that word. but there is another side to it. There is a lot of challenges there as well. It's not a bed of roses. There are lots of challenges, because it's not like work comes at you all the time. And I would say that, I wouldn't recommend that unless you're absolutely sure that this is what I want to do in the long term. It's great to get into entrepreneurship, but I would say first test your waters. I think there is a life ahead. I think too much is made about some of these entrepreneurs who have started out in their 20s. But if you notice, they're a handful. It's for every 20-year-old entrepreneur, there are at least thousands who have not made it. And I don't mean to discourage anybody. I just feel it's nicer to test waters, and rather than just go with the flow because it's cool to do that. I would say test your waters. Just see, you have the advantage of time on your side. You have time and age on your side. Test it out. Yes. See how it works out. Even if you want to work on your own for 6 months. Test waters. See how it feels. Does the challenge excite you? Do you think because there is a difference between entrepreneurship and freelancing. They're two completely different things.
So yeah, that's the question is actually combined. Actually my question is combined. Freelancing also is the question which we are getting.
See, freelancing is different from entrepreneurship. Freelancing is saying that in my time, I want to give my profession an X amount of time, and I would prefer to do it at my time and in my place, rather than having to go and check into a job on a daily basis. That's a call you can take. But the general management jobs are not available for a freelance basis. Some of the creative jobs are available. Like you cannot say, I will manage a business for a company and I will do that on a freelance basis. That's not available. No. Some strategic projects are available, but that also after a certain amount of experience. Without experience, these are not available.
Why will they take?
What is available and what happens invariably, Samir, is that what's available is, like, for example, managing social media content for a company, where you can maybe create some content sitting from home, writing stuff for, let's say, social media handles of a certain company. Those are available. But I don't know if they are long-term careers. They can be stepping stones, but I don't know if that's something that you can turn into a really long-term career. I'm not sure of that.
Hello, Arun sir. Hello, Samir. So I have worked as a music video director. So we work with lots of indie artists. So as a company, we took a decision to come into ad films and to start making smaller brands and make the ad films for Facebook and YouTube.
Right.
So the main challenge that I'm facing is how do I charge the client, because I don't have much of portfolio, and how do I justify the amount that I'm quoting.
So when you say you are making ad films specifically for YouTube and Facebook, you mean some of those 6-seconder videos and stuff?
30-seconder videos, 1-minute videos, something like that. A brand video for the brand.
Okay, but
with some stories.
These are more product videos and that kind
product of videos. Yeah. So it may be a pen, it may be a tortillas kind of thing. So things like that.
Right. So what is your question again, Sanket?
How do I justify the quotations and charge? Because I don't have much of profile of making such videos, but the brands are taking the leap of faith of having my experience of making music videos for indie pop artists and all.
Right. No, got it. So see, I think, Sanket, the truth of the matter is that what you have gotten into, which is the YouTube and Facebook videos for a lot of these brands,
right?
It is a high volume, less margin business.
True.
Yeah. So you will have to calibrate for yourself, saying how do I deliver the high volume at a certain quality, because even within that, because if you can up the game on quality, you can then say, because it's also a crowded market there, right?
True.
If you up the game on quality, even if you push the limits a little bit, which initially might hit your margins a little bit, but if you swallow the initial discomfort and say, okay, if you make a decision saying, I make ads for YouTube and Facebook, but how can I turn that into my specialization? And how can I become one of the best in that business? Then you actually look at the first initial few projects as investments, try and see how can you up the quality. Then you, like I said, right, in this business, good work generates more work. So if you were to up the quality a little bit, take a hit on the margin and say, hey, you know what, I do this for a living, but you know what, I am actually amongst the best in this, and I can do this well for you. Like how you become good at, and I don't know your portfolio, I'm assuming that you're good at the music video business. You slowly turn that into your specialization, and then once you become a specialist at that, you can actually charge a premium because you're going to bring value. So I think that's the journey that I would recommend for you.
True. Thank you.
I'm so happy, Arun, that with the creative inputs, you are giving them also business development inputs, so it very clearly shows you have to merge creativity with commerce. That's the future. You cannot just be creative or just be an MBA media. It has to be both together.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, we are, I'm not very good at, kind of digital marketing.
Right.
Or, skill sets for online marketing. I need to know how to, how to acquire certain skills to reach to the global level platforms or global level clientele.
Yeah, understood, Anjali. I understood your question. See, I think, Anjali, you are in a very specialized field, right?
Yes.
Because you are curating art, and I'm assuming that these are artists from rural India.
All over India.
All over
Mumbai also. Yeah.
All over India. Okay.
Yes.
So I'm saying, if you're curating works of artists from all over India, what you should do, and the first step, and I'm assuming you have it, is that you need a good website where your presence is felt, right?
Yes, I have good website.
I'm sure. That's why I said it's the basics of what you should do. But
Yes.
from a digital marketing point of view, I think that there is a very niche audience that is into buying art.
Yes.
What I would call them is actually communities of people.
Yes.
These are communities that you will have to break into. So you will have to set up forums. You will have to, and these are online forums, I mean, like how Samir has set this up. You will have to, like, for example, you set up interactions with the artist, talking about some of the inspiration behind the art, is a possibility. You have to find a way to engage with these communities who are anyways online looking for this stuff, right? Because it's a small community. You don't need to do much more than that. You need to find a way, and you need to generate, and you need to develop something called performance marketing, which will find the right audience and push your Ellora into the right forums. I think that's something that you need to focus on, and Google and Facebook and these companies are trying to help out firms like yourself, where they try and reach these audiences. It's a slightly expensive proposition, but it's worth investing in if you want to kind of go about it, is how I would recommend.
Sir, actually, I am a TY student as well as I am a professional photographer. I am running a company named by AVM Click Station. So actually, I want to be on next level in photography, because now I have a not only middle class clients and everything. Now I want to be my level up. So guide me for that. So what the steps should I do for these things?
So Archit, there are and it's amazing that that you've identified your passion so early on. That's fantastic, and congratulations on that.
Thank you, sir.
What I would suggest is that there are a bunch of so what happens is that in photography there are a bunch of courses available. For example, I'll just give you an example of one course, which is a course which is run by this very, very famous camera DOP, that's a director of photography called Rajiv Menon. He's the guy who shot Bombay for Mani Ratnam. He's like, he's one of the best cameramen in the country. He runs a photography course in Chennai where he just trains people's eyes for how to just capture images in a slightly better way. For instance, I'm saying that is in Chennai, and I'm sure there are things available in Bombay as well. And then now, like Samir mentioned, there are enough courses online. I would just say that if the position that you are in, you're actually quite lucky because you've already identified your passion. You just need to make sure that how do you upskill yourself, right? How do you get better and better and better at that? And I would suggest, subscribe to a lot of photography magazines. Try and do at least one professional course ideally with a cameraman. And why I'm recommending a cameraman for you is because they tend to not restrict it to still photography. Tomorrow you could also graduate to actually looking at shooting films, and which is something that you can get ready for. So once you have a keen eye on photography, that becomes a good stepping stone to actually become a cameraman. So these are some of the recommendations that I would have for you.
Actually, sir, I already done the photography course from IFTA, Indian Film Institute. So actually, I've done the course, and I also done a course from LS Raheja, and I assisted many photographers who are well in photography industries, because I am actually from a wedding photography industry.
Sure.
So sir, actually, I'm asking that now I am now restricted to only wedding photography, and now I have a normal client base. So I want to extend my client base to, we can say, page 3 clients. So what should I do for that things?
No, you should just make a portfolio for yourself where you capture some of the brand work. I would suggest that create a portfolio for yourself, which is outside of the wedding photography place. Wedding photography is also great, but if you want to step up and you want to go further ahead from there, ideally, if you can, like for instance, since you already done a course, why can't you take a couple of subjects and shoot something which becomes like a little portfolio, which gives people a glimpse into what you can do outside of the wedding photography space. And once you have created that portfolio, you can actually show it around to people and actually generate work out of that. Work generates work. That's the best tip I can give you.
So true, so true.
Arun, two things I want to ask. I have been on stage and I'm doing music, as you know, for a long time now. And I feel that if you have some innate talent in this particular field of advertising media marketing, it does help to come out with better creativity. And as you cited the example of Nitish Tiwari, there are so many, Balki, there is Piyush Pandey, there is Prasoon Joshi, and there are so many, Amit is there, and there are so many people who have done that actually and proved it.
Yeah.
So what is your take on this relativity of creativeness and music or any talent that you have? And secondly, which is the best brand that you have worked on, the brand that has given you most satisfaction?
So, I think to answer your first question, Bipin, I think the thing about the whole creative thing is that you are always trying to get another skill set going, right? So if you have music, then you are saying, okay, what else can I do? But honing and making sure that your skill always sees light of day is a completely, it becomes a need for a creative person, right? More than a professional journey. Expressing yourself like how you do it through your music. I do it through my through brands. Somebody else does it through movies. But at the core of it, if you notice, is the innate need for a creative person to express himself or herself.
Correct.
And I think finally, these are all ways in which we find to actually express what is there. There is a lot inside all of us, right? We just find an avenue to express it. And I think whether it is music, and which is why I'm always fascinated by, if you notice, if you see a good creative person will always be very, very keen listener of music, will be a keen reader of books, will be a keen watcher of movies, will be because they want to surround themselves with other people who are expressing themselves.
Correct.
And then that's that is something that I hold very dear as a creative person, because that gives us all joy, right? Finally.
Correct.
And coming to your second question, Vipin, I think there are in my journey there have been so many brands that picking out one is so tough. It's very, very tough. But the one brand which kind of defined my career, and where I joined Lintas only to work on Surf Excel. It was my only dream. My dream was to actually I had gotten into a couple of places, but I took the Lintas job because I remember I wanted to join Lintas only because I wanted to work on Surf Excel, because that brand meant a lot to my mother. So this was a very personal journey, right? So
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. Lovely. Stay safe. See you on the other side of this.
Great. So friends, Bipin also leads the Ad Club Bombay, which is an association of advertising agencies, media agencies. As students and as institutes, you should probably look at the kind of work they do, Goa Fest.
Bipin is a legend in himself.
So a lot of stuff they do. They do lots of students memberships and all. Do have a look.